Welcome to Black Steel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. They said we would never be back. Nick, you'll never guess what tried to stop us from being back this week.
Oh, what, Brett?
Pure shock.
Pure shock.
Within the space of 2 minutes, I've never been more stunned. I nearly fell off my chair. I was at the bar. It's July. It's August, so I can do that now.
Yeah.
Guess what I saw?
What did you see?
I saw a $20,000 BMW GS 1200
Yes.
with a milk crate screwed into it, the back of it. Disgusting. That's something you would fucking do. And I was like, well, that's already shocking enough. But then I saw a Ferrari station wagon.
Oh, my God.
Ferrari make a station wagon. Did you know this?
No.
It does not look practical. Of course, why would it? But it's still got a full Ferrari end. And I don't know if it's just a bubble butt or maybe I had too many gins and went past me quick. It just ended. It looked like maybe they're moving into the mum and dad market.
Far out. Where was this?
On Bridge Road.
Oh, my God.
And then moments before that, I mean, I saw the Ferrari, but I saw EL, Fairlane, repainted,
man.
badges removed. You know that cherry red they got with a
that
new like
cherry
laminate
red.
gloss?
Oh, man. I saw a beautiful silver one last night. I think it was like around a EA edition. You know what I mean? That one.
Oh, that EA silver. Yeah, I'm very familiar.
Yeah.
Looks actually like the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it had nice chrome wheels. I was like, God damn it, Brett. God damn it. We need a V8.
Well, friend of the show, Michelle, who sends us videos all the time and stuff she loves online.
Yeah.
She goes getting a car fired up for her son because he's got a motorbike, and they're giving him, and they got working, an EA Falcon that was sitting at the back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She told me she's like fucking computers or something like that.
Yeah.
You got to get into the fucking computer.
I was like, I don't know what that means, but
Yeah.
she had an EA, and then she also had an AU deep in the background. I was like, fucking
Far
hell, that's
out.
my dream.
I could imagine Michelle hacking the Matrix.
Oh yeah, she's
Fucking,
in there.
she's got the laptop.
Doing, yeah.
Easy money.
Easy, Man, she gave me last time I saw her in Bendigo. She rules. I'd possibly say the number one flat stick fan.
Yeah.
She gave me a brownie.
Our only female listener.
Our only female listener and the best female listener. She gave us a edible, and it changed my life.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it was a. Oh, this is okay, and it's like, oh yeah, I've ruined my night.
Man, when I went to fly to Perth the other day, I thought, you know what's a good idea, Nick? You know what's a good idea? You pop a couple of edibles, then you jump on that plane. That'd be great. Popped them, got the Uber, the fucking flight was delayed.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh no.
No.
Oh no. I'm in the lounge.
no.
I'm like, I'm meant to be on the plane now. Oh no. I'm getting a bit groggy, you know? And then just spent 4 hours partially groggy. You know, and
because
couldn't even write.
You can't even let it hit because you're so stressed out.
Yeah, that's it. And I was falling asleep, but then even when I was awake, I just couldn't concentrate on anything. I couldn't watch a movie or fucking write.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, this is a whole waste of time.
You've really got to get your dose right. Otherwise, it turns into the most stressful environment because you're in a tube in the sky and there's like a sound that's like of the plane and you're like, I'm going to fucking die.
That's a pretty on the way back. I was there happened to be another comedian on the plane, Tor Snyder from Perth. She's a very, very nice lady and also a very good comic. And we were talking before it. She sells secondhand furniture or something.
Yeah, she restores furniture and then sells it. It fucking rules.
Upholstery, you know. She's a bit of a, wouldn't say she's
upholstery.
a hippie.
Do you mean upholstery?
Upholstery, sorry,
okay.
mate. And a bit of an alternative vibe.
Yeah.
Tor has. And then we were getting on the plane, and she looks at her number, and then she looks again, looks at her number, looks again. I look. She has to sit in between the two scariest bikies I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. You know when they just got the tattoos all over their head? I think they were Mongols. They had the Mongol thing.
Yeah.
And then they're that tough. They're wearing footy shorts even though it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fucking hell. And after we got off, I was like, how was that flight? She goes, quite stressful.
A guy I used to grow up, some Mongol or whatever, and we bumped into him at the pub, and he's like, Brett, for Comedy Festival. And for Comedy Festival, you try and get any promotion in whatsoever.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, do you want to wear my bikey jacket and take some photos? I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
That is not any heat. I mean, it'll get me attention, but I don't want to be shot at during my show.
Yeah.
So I'm good, brother. Thank you.
Man, that'd be pretty cool. Bikey gang comedy. You're like, yeah, look, he's a pretty funny guy, but he's with the Banditos.
Well, my other mate's a cop, and he goes, man, it's pretty easy now because they all wear, social media. They like to put all their jackets on, and he's like, yeah, we're just on their social media account. Anyone else we see in the background, that's how we find them. And so it's just like making it easier for everyone,
Man, that's what I watched this doco on Binge about the Australian bikie laws, and half of them been caught out because they're like...
they're bragging?
Yeah. One of them went overseas, like he fled overseas, and then he went into hiding, and then... like 2 or 3 years later, this video of him surfaced in Dubai just beating the shit out of all these British tourists. And it's just like these skinny British tourists and then the biggest dude you've ever seen covered in tats. And you're like, oh, that's him. That's him.
They're all scary looking motherfuckers as well. You're like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with this, It's all, and if that has offended anyone, once again, my name is Dave Hughes. Thank you.
Mate, well, today's the first day of... August, meaning dry July is over.
To be honest, I don't think I've done a good job.
Yeah,
I don't think I've done a good job.
I got a bit loose. I
don't feel like I've earned it.
I had 4 golden tickets.
I probably had 6 and broke the rule 3 times or 4 times.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
mate. Well, you raised some money. There's always next year.
There's always next year. There's always next week. There's always next day.
Your Australia Cross is in the mail.
Yeah. I'm my Victoria Cross.
Cross.
I'm a real hero. You know? Go down the Hall of Famer. Man, as the missus said, she goes, it's a pretty big effort for you, Brett. So
yeah. Well, you got to take them.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize there was 31 days in July, so I drank yesterday. I was like, fuck yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
One more day left. Just on the way out, just swinging, going. I was like, man, yeah, I got through it. And then, I think it was Prue Blake last night. It's like, it's still July. And I was like, well, I'm 4 wines in, so who fucking cares,
Yeah. Because I was going to say, if you saw this, were you day drinking today when you saw this station wagon Ferrari?
No, we went for a little walk because I've been trying to find a majestical creature called Tui's Platinum. It is so fucking hard to find.
Man, I tried to find it on the way here.
Yeah, you can't.
It's fucking hard.
Man, I've gone to two or three bottle shops so far, and then I was in the vintage cellar in Coles or whatever, and I said, oh, you don't have Tui's Platinum? And he goes, mate, it's a vintage cellar. Yeah. And I was like, cunt, it's still owned by Coles, and I can see Melbourne Bitter. So fuck up. Where's the line?
Oh, it's a vintage cellar. Really?
It's not.
Cool.
It's not a cellar, and it ain't vintage. It's attached to a brand new Coles.
Oh, cool. So Vodka Cruisers, that's a vintage.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh,
wow. What's this? Kraken in a bottle? Wow.
Yeah. Bundaberg rum. Oh, yes. Bundaberg's greatest vintage.
Oh, yeah. It's a premium Bundaberg. I was like, fuck up, cunt.
Yeah.
But then he was actually a good bloke about it. He's like, yeah, no, I've been looking for it as well. And I was like, man, I don't know where it is. And I was like, there's a few independents. So, man, we haven't got any feedback about it. So I'm assuming no one has found it.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Brett.
I haven't seen any photos.
I think Brew Dudes is coming up, right? We're doing a couple of shows.
We're doing 2 Brew Dudes. We're doing Brisbane.
I think it's time. We're back on for August. We're back on the drinks. Well, yeah. I'm still a bit off it, a little bit.
You got to behave.
Just till I get married.
Are you doing a full wedding photos and all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I in them?
No.
Good.
No, you're going to be in a few.
Damn it. Now I've got to still look good for it.
Man, you've got fucking 8 days left.
I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
Unless you go full Christian Bale. A tomato and a can of tuna a day.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
I can't see that happening.
I've dropped 3.
You dropped 3.
I was trying to drop 9. But I was aiming realistically for 6.
Yeah.
So I failed on all fronts.
Oh, yeah. I've
But
dropped.
I'm a lot fitter. I've been doing F45 every day. So I'm feeling stronger and I'm looking better.
Yeah,
like, you know when you take your shirt off, you go, not a complete pig.
Not a complete pig.
Yeah, that's what you
Man,
want.
I thought I was doing.
It's kind of fuckable, maybe.
Thought I was doing pretty well until I did these weird squats this morning where you're on the thing.
Yeah.
And then your gut kind of hangs down and you stare at your own gut and you go, you have still so long to go, Nicholas.
One of them is like you're on your hands or some shit. They're called like ladders or some shit, or whatever,
yeah.
and you got to like
Mountain climbers?
Mountain climbers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just fucking kneeing my gunt. I'm like, well, this doesn't feel good, and then my gut's just hanging out in the breeze, and you're like, well, I tried.
Oh, man. But so I was thinking, guys, those flat stickers that are drinking out there, show us what you're drinking.
Yep.
And we'll rank it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So tag us on Instagram.
Yes.
If you're having a beer, then we'll do a reply. Go, hey, at Flat Stick, show us what you're drinking. Hashtag Brew Dudes, whatever. You don't have to do the hashtag. But at Flat Stick, show us what you're drinking.
Yeah,
what beer are you drinking?
Yeah, and see if you can find a real mutant. Like, I want to see a mutant. I don't want to see like, Bolter, fuck up. I want to see like a 13%.
Yeah.
Or the biggest rat beer ever. To be honest, this week I want it, like, we got to find the platinums.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have to do a quest to find the platinums.
I feel like New South Wales.
There is a big Dan Murphy's at the end of Bridge Road.
Well, Squirter works there.
Ah.
And
Squirter. Let us know.
If anyone knows, it'll be him.
The Squirt Man's probably put a few away while on the shift.
That's why you can't find it. He's fucking knocked them all off. Now, Nick, you may notice something different about me.
What is it?
My beautiful new teeth. Have you? Am I shimmering? Am I looking like
what happened to him?
Well, I went to the dentist to get a checkup.
Yeah.
And he goes, have you been in a car accident?
Yeah.
And I said, no. And he goes, all the sides of your teeth are all missing, or all like cracked and fallen off. And I was like, no, because I noticed it was all sharp and shit in there, but I couldn't figure. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And he's like, have you had any head trauma? And I was like, not that I can. Oh, you know when I came off the motorbike and landed on my side of my face?
Oh,
I thought I had sand in my mouth.
Oh, my God.
But I've just cracked all the sides of my teeth. Like, does that make sense? Like a tooth, all the side bits?
Yeah.
Like a fucking retaining wall or some shit, just all the little bits.
Oh, my God.
So it just cost me $1,000 to get them all fixed.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, why is that cutting my
I
mouth?
thought you were eating sand.
When I got off there, I thought I had sand in my mouth from the accident, but it turns out I've just cracked 4 teeth. But he's like, this is in. I said, nah, it wouldn't be a car accident. Maybe I bowed something. He's like, it's a car accident. I've seen this 100 times. When's the last time you had an accident? I said, I came off my dirt bike at about 80 Ks. And he goes, that would be it.
He goes, oh, dirt bike. You're kidding me. You own one of those. Oh.
Yeah, he's not shocked.
Now, Brett, speaking of dirt bikes, I got huge news. Get this, right?
She's back?
Get this. Yep, but let me get to the chase first, right? I'd spend a bit of money in parts, right?
Okay.
Probably around $900. I got a new back wheel, and then the new caliper. Ooh. You know, and I was like, it's been in the shop at Chris Weeks Motorcycles in Goulburn,
Yeah.
for a long time,
Yep.
you know, and then they just let me store it there, and then they changed the wheel, they changed the caliper. And then I was like, oh, okay, great. How much? And I've got my fucking hands over my ears. And he's like, $300.
No.
Yeah, $300. So
I would have thought 1,000.
Yep, no. It would have been a fucking bastard to put the wheel back on, caliper, everything like that.
Well, shout out to those guys in
Yeah,
Goulburn.
shout out to Chris Weeks in Goulburn.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm like, sick. And I'm like, okay, it's going to cost me a lot.
Yeah.
To fucking get it trucked back, right?
Oh, how has Nick Capper's something around your world just works out that it's perfect for you? I swear to God, you can throw you out of a window of like a 20-story building and you'll still be on your feet, and then somehow you'll fall into gold pants or something.
Well, yes and no, Brett. Yes and no. Because
the no part is things that you cause the chaos around yourself. The yes part is everyone else.
Yes, well, that's
nicely-
exactly what's happened here.
yeah. Somehow you fucked this.
So I was like, okay, so I looked at it and then some guy said, I'll take it for $250.
That's good.
So I'm like, fuck yeah. Brings it in a van. I couldn't sleep the night before. So excited to get my bike back. Unloaded it. Looks beautiful, right? And I'm like, ring him and I go, thanks guys for the bike. Where'd you put the key? And they go, you never gave us the key. And I searched all over the house. Can't find the fucking key.
Why would you not give him the key?
I don't know. I think because I was going to go back to get it. And remember, I had to jump on the train straight away.
Okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to meet up with my brother.
There's two things on this trip that annoyed me. Now, that's the second one. The first one, you said, I was like, oh, well, at least we'll have some good footage of the trip. And you go, yeah, I left my helmet and the GoPro mount at the shop in Goulburn. And I was like, cool. So we got no on-bike footage. I was like, fair enough.
Yeah.
Shit happens. And then you're like, now I've got the other, you should have left the key and taken the helmet.
Yes. And then you wouldn't believe it, Brett. The only reason I couldn't get motorbike footage is because I didn't have the little screw-in pin, and there were no shops anywhere along the road. They had GoPro stuff, but they never had the screw-in pin. While I'm looking for the key, I find 4 screw-in pins for the fucking GoPro. So anyway,
The fact that you carry one screw-in pin on an adventure is another story.
Yeah. And anyway, so I
Well, at least you got 4 pins.
the key place, $350
Fuck, more than the break.
for 2 keys. Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. But anyway, I'll get to ride it. It looks beautiful. The tyre looks good. The caliper looks great. I was going to get a shitty second-hand one, but this one's brand new. It looks fucking good.
Just, spend the money.
It
Every
looks
time,
so good.
Doesn't matter where I go, it's $1,000. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm like, when I go to get my teeth done, I was like, it's $1,000.
Yeah,
It's like
it is. It's
$980.
$1,000.
And then like the car, 1, 2, yep. The motorbike, 900. You go, yep. It's you take anything anywhere, it's $1,000.
It's $1,000. So, yeah, but it is back, and it looks great.
Okay, well that's exciting because when I get back from Vietnam, so I'm going to Vietnam and I'm going to do a day ride. I'm not going to do a full. There's an 8-day ride they have there, but we've somehow got to get back there and do. I reckon that would be a cool little adventure. Do like an 8-day ride, and if people want to come along, that'd be fucking sick. But I'm going to go test the waters. You know, I've said to Fiona, I've got to do it for flat stick. I understand we're on a romantic holiday together, but I need a day on the motorbike. Sorry.
Yeah, I managed to do the same thing on the honeymoon. We're doing a little honeymoon to Magnetic Island.
Oh yeah,
and I managed to convince her that I will hire a motorbike at one point, like the ones that we hired that time.
Yeah.
And I'm also going on a mountain bike ride around Townsville.
Well, we need content for the flat stick channel.
And
we're letting everyone down.
She's doing a bit of work on the holiday.
You're doing a bit of work.
I've got to do a bit of work
for Flat Stick HQ.
It's fucking, it's.
Hey, I'm sorry we positioned ourselves better. Great to have an awesome job, you know.
Yeah. We're raking in $50 a month on the Patreon.
Yeah. At least.
How are we going to?
I'm sorry, we're up to $60.
How are we going to pay the rent?
Yeah.
So
also shout out to we're up to 30 Patreons now.
Oh my God.
We can pretty much retire now.
Now, Brett, also, what is pretty funny is you finished Ride July, and we said what broke the straw that broke the camel's back is the catfish. And I noticed on the poster tonight, you're on at the catfish.
Also, very funny on them to strategically put me on first, because they're like, we can't put this cunt in the second bracket. He's a liability. It's like they know.
Also, my dad, right? He's out in the farm at the moment, the pecan nut farm, Simo.
Oh yeah,
and
he's retired, but he's always working.
He loves going out there. Him and Mum going out. Love going out there. Yeah,
they'd have a ball.
They do. They love
Your
it.
dad can't not do something.
Yeah. So he went out there. Mum's like, oh, he's got a bit of a bad cough. She's like, oh, I better go and see him, right? So she drives out there, sees him. And then she's like, oh, it's quite a bad cough. So, I mean, he should go to hospital. And he went to the hospital, found out he's got pneumonia.
Of course. He's got the black lung. He's got the plague. He's got,
And then I was actually worried about him, and I rang him yesterday, like a couple of days later. I'm like, yeah, how you going, Dad? Are you going good? And, I could hear him coughing every now and then in the background. He goes, yeah, no, I've been going good. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's all good. Anyway, then we're talking later on, and I said, oh, what's been going on? He goes, yeah, we got this new machine at work today. I was using it. And Mum goes, I couldn't keep him inside the house.
He's not sitting inside the house.
No. He's
not
like,
if there's
better
a new
off
machine.
at work.
Yeah, get him outside. Fuck that rules.
Now, Brett, you're going to Vietnam. I'm going to Magnetic Island for a bit. But once we get back, we are doing the Geelong Comedy Festival.
Yes, we're doing the Geelong Comedy Festival. We've got our show, The Brew Dudes, and we're also doing... Is Geelong Comedy Festival first? I thought it was Brisbane.
I think we're doing Brisbane first.
Brisbane first. So we got the week after I get back, which is 5 weeks from now. I think it's in September.
Yeah.
September, I want to say 22nd, 23rd, 24th. We got Tamworth, Brisbane, and then...
Oh, Toowoomba.
Yes, Toowoomba, and then another town and round there.
Both shitty cold cities.
Both shitty cold cities.
Yeah.
So we're doing a little Brisbane run of like new and old material. Depends on how much new we have by then.
Yeah, I noticed you're pounding the pavement at the moment. Well, you did an open mic last night, did you, man?
No, I did. That was a gig that they asked me to do ages ago and like kind of headline or whatever.
Yeah.
I have not done a new joke on stage yet. I haven't even opened my... Man, I've got next year off and I'm just... I'm just finishing off this tour, which finishes off this week. And I'm like, I'm going to have a month off, just do my little writing, no pressure. I don't have a deadline.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm not taking a year off, but fuck, man.
You need to switch off
had
to turn
no
on.
time to write. And last week at Spleen, they asked if I want to go on. I was like, yeah, why not? Really good crowd.
Yeah.
Burn them to the ground. Burnt them to the ground. And they were a nice crowd. You know when they're nice?
Yeah.
And you go, I just got to stick to my guns. I can't do anything old.
Nah.
And then just watched them fucking
Well,
die.
Brisbane, by the time I get there, I reckon I'll have some new...
Yeah.
And it'll be, it's a mix of show. That's what they are, those little festival shows. It'll be super fun. We'll have bangers in there. We'll have some new fucking gold in there as well. So get around that. Also, we've got Geelong coming up as well. And you can find us on Patreon. But if you can't find us on Patreon, we totally get it. But there are about 800 people that download this on every day that it comes out. But we only have 190 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So that, to me, is more important than anything. Even if you're not going to look at our content online, can you jump onto YouTube and please hit subscribe? It helps us out. And like if we get over 1,000, we can start making money off it. And also there's heaps of great content. There's all the mountain biking
So
stuff
much
up there.
content.
Man, I've been uploading a video a week for the last...
Brett's been...
It's killing me.
He's been beavering away.
I'm beavering away. I've scheduled 8 weeks in advance. So when I'm away, there's still stuff coming out.
It's the best effort ever.
Yeah.
But the reason I mentioned Geelong, Brett, is I propose. Here we go. If anyone out there knows the best way to get to Geelong from Melbourne...
Off-road.
Off-road. Is it possible?
Well, wouldn't it be funny if you went the other way down Mornington and then got the ferry across?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a fucked way to Geelong.
Oh, man, yeah. We're looking for the most fucked way to Geelong.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We could
Okay.
go really deep.
Yes. So let us know. We're going from Richmond to Geelong.
Done.
The most fucked way.
Richmond to Geelong.
Richmond
probably the
to
most fucked
Geelong.
way is the highway.
I don't think anyone's ever done it. I don't think anyone's ever ridden a motorbike from Richmond to Geelong the worst way possible.
The worst way possible.
Yes.
We're going to do it, though.
So we're going to do it. Let us know.
Done.
Let us know how we should do it. Maybe we should buy DT 175s and do it that way.
Well, we've still got to...
Posties.
Nick, you got exciting things every episode. We still haven't done the Esky thing yet.
Oh, yeah. What's the Esky thing? Did anyone reply to us about that?
Well, we did, but there was a few replies. But we've got to find... We've still got to get the Eskies. They're about $400 each. So that's our first... And then that's our second challenge. We got so many challenges.
Maybe we could drive the Eskies to Geelong.
That's actually funny. I wouldn't mind doing that. All right, guys, just a quick one from us this week. Until next time, keep it flat. Shtick.